Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a really big name in productivity software, Toggl Track.
Right, that time tracking app. Distinctive look, purple and white.
Exactly. Used by apparently 50 million people, which is huge. It's known for being, super simple.
Effortless.
Yeah.
That's the reputation.
But the big question we're digging into, based on our sources, is whether that simplicity actually justifies the premium price.
That's our mission, yeah. We looked into its core value, tried to figure out what you really get, and maybe find some hidden problems.
Trying to answer, is it worth the hype? Worth the money? Or is it just...
Expensive simplicity. That's the phrase the sources kept using.
Okay.
And, right out of the gate, our findings suggest that while it looks clean and tracking time is simple, you're paying quite a bit for a feature set that's honestly surprisingly limited.
All right, let's start with the good stuff then. What's the appeal? Why do 50 million people use it?
Well, it really boils down to just how easy it is. Click start, click stop. That's basically it.
Zero learning curve.
Pretty much. And we have to give them credit. The free version is actually quite generous.
Right, I saw that. 5 users.
Up to 5 users and unlimited projects. That's a really good deal for small teams just needing basic tracking.
Okay. And beyond just being easy, the sources pointed out a couple of, technical advantages.
Yes, 2 stand out. First, the Chrome extension syncs instantly. Just works, which, reduces friction.
Cute sense.
Second, and this is a big one, especially if you work on the go, offline tracking.
Oh, right. You can track time without internet.
Exactly. And it syncs up later when you're back online.
Yeah.
A lot of competitors actually need a constant connection, so that's a definite plus for Toggl.
And then there's their privacy stance. Sources called it admirable.
Yeah, they're very strict. No screenshots of your activity, no tracking your keystrokes, no camera access.
Just the time data itself.
Just pure time data. That's their philosophy. But that kind of leads us to the other side of the coin. Is this strong stance on pure time data a principled choice? Or maybe a convenient reason for, a lack of features? Because the gaps become pretty obvious when you look at the price.
Okay, let's talk about those gaps. Specifically, the $9 a month starter plan that's billed annually, right?
Correct. $9 per user per month.
Which isn't exactly pocket change for just basic time logging. So what's missing that causes extra work?
Right. This is where that simple interface starts to feel maybe a bit too simple for the cost. For $9 a month, you're missing some really key things.
Like what?
No GPS tracking or geofencing. So less accountability there. No native payroll integration.
Meaning you have to export timesheets manually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Export then import into whatever payroll system you use. Extra steps. Also, no shift scheduling tools. And honestly, kind of shocking for a tool often used by freelancers. Absolutely no built-in invoicing. None at all.
Wow, okay. That's a big one. So you pay $9 a month to click start, stop, but then you're manually doing payroll runs and creating invoices separately.
That's the reality. You're paying a premium, essentially, for simplicity up front, but creating manual work later.
Does upgrading help? What about the $18 premium plan? Does that add invoicing?
Nope. The $18 plan adds things like project forecasting, resource planning. Useful for some, maybe, but still no invoicing.
Even though, as you mentioned, some free tools actually have that.
Yes, some free competitors bundle that right in.
Okay, let's shift to performance and support, because the user report sounded concerning.
Yeah, extremely concerning in some cases. The desktop app seems solid, but the mobile app, quite limited. You can't really manage projects or settings on it.
Just basic tracking.
Pretty much. But the bigger issue seems to be sync problems. We saw multiple reports of users having constant chronic sync issues.
Like losing data.
Yes. One source mentioned freelancers estimating they lost over 40 billable hours because the sync failed so often they had to track time in spreadsheets as a backup, just to be safe.
Ouch. That defeats the purpose.
Completely. And the customer support feedback was rough. Really unresponsive teams reported. One paying customer even said their entire account got deleted by support.
Deleted? With no explanation?
According to the report, yeah. Zero resolution. That's pretty bad.
Okay, so this brings us back to the price. $9 a month for basic tracking, potential stability issues, support problems. How does it compare?
Well, this really hammers home that expensive simplicity idea.
Yeah.
You've got competitors like Jibble offering, maybe 80% of the core features for like $3.49 a user.
Wow, big difference.
Huge. And Clockify offers more robust scheduling features for free, which could save you needing another whole tool.
Right.
And other tools like Deputy or Connect Team Bundle in payroll prep and scheduling at prices similar to, or even less than, Toggle's basic plan.
So the conclusion from the sources is you're paying for the clean look.
Pretty much. Paying a premium for the aesthetic, the simplicity, the offline sync, and the privacy stance, while giving up features many businesses find essential.
So wrapping this up for you, the listener, what's the main takeaway?
Well, if your absolute top priority is dead simple tracking, you value that high privacy, and you really need that offline sync capability, Toggl Track works.
Yeah.
It delivers on that promise.
Right.
But you need to be ready for the hidden cost of that simplicity,
Yeah.
which is manual work. You'll likely be handling payroll, scheduling, invoicing outside the app, while paying top dollar for that minimalist experience.
Yeah.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. If you're paying $9 or $18 a month for Toggl and you still need separate tools for payroll, scheduling, and invoicing, how much is that clean interface really worth to your workflow?
Good question. What core business functions are you okay with sacrificing just for, a simpler button, something to think about?